Imagine growing up in school and not hearing your teachers talk about queerness or LGBTQ plus people and feeling massively misunderstood. Well, that was the reality for many young people due to Section 28. So what is Section 28? Let me talk you through it and why it is a current hot topic. It was introduced by Margaret Thatcher's Conservative government in 1988, and it effectively banned all local authorities from promoting homosexuality or teaching what they described as the acceptability of homosexuality as a pretended family relationship. So in May of 1988, Section 28 officially became a law, and it is described as one of the most anti-gay pieces of modern legislation that we have ever seen, and I completely agree. Their reasoning for it was to combat any fears regarding the HIV and AIDS cases that were going up around the globe. Did they actually care, or were they just homophobic? So although teachers weren't explicitly banned from answering questions about the topic, the wording of the law was kind of vague, so most teachers in schools would just stop teaching it altogether to avoid getting caught. Books that promoted any kind of same-sex relationship were removed. Teachers were worried they would lose their jobs, and many LGBTQ plus people grew up without any kind of representation. Campaigning against the law grew in the 1990s. Many teachers, public figures, influencers at the time would protest against it. It was eventually repealed in Scotland in 2000 and England and Wales in 2003 under Tony Blair's government. However, the story doesn't quite end there. We are in 2026 and we are still having our experiences and voices invalidated by politicians. Specifically, Reform UK. Reform UK have recently taken over a few local councils, such as Durham, for example. Another example is Reform UK St Helens Council, where they have actually stated they will no longer be promoting or endorsing Pride. So the reason why Section 28 is back in the news again is because there is a petition going round that is calling upon the government to launch a public inquiry into the effects that Section 28 had. And this petition has garnered over 10,000 signatures and has had many public figures supporting it. Public figures such as Russell Tovey, Hannah Drakeford and Boy George have all supported the petition. So because the petition has gained over 10,000 signatures, the government is obligated to respond in the form of a letter. However, we need 100,000 signatures in order for it to be debated in Parliament. We have until the 24th of September this year to get that petition to 100,000 signatures so it can be discussed in Parliament, because this public inquiry really needs to happen. I still can't believe we are in 2026 and homophobia still runs deep systemically and we haven't moved past it. So this public inquiry is so important to the LGBTQ plus community. I will put the link in my bio, and if you could sign, I would be eternally grateful.